What's going on, guys? Welcome back to No Impulse Control. I had something planned and I completely forgot what I was gonna do. So you get the normal. Um, Jasmine, can you tell the group what you were just doing?
Nope.
I think you should.
Nope.
Um, I think it would be funny. You can be the Frankie
Uh,
in this situation.
in this situation, as if I'm not usually.
Well, fair.
No.
She was Abraham Lincolning, is what she told me.
Sounds like a weird sex thing when we
It
say it like
does.
that. I'm gonna
It
be
does.
honest.
Yeah.
It wasn't. For the record, it wasn't. I was just. You can't really tell because my hair is so dark right now. But I was doing this because I don't want my double chin on the TV.
She had it tucked. It was
Oh,
quite funny.
yes.
Anyways, I am almost not sick.
He's gonna be sick until we die, I think.
Literally. I can't seem to get rid of
Have you
whatever it
seen
is
a
that I
doctor?
have. Yes. They told me I have nothing. And then they said, "Oh, your sore throat's probably from a post-nasal drip." Okay, cool. And then I was like, "What about congestion and all the other crap that I got going on?" Take the nasal spray
Flonase.
stuff and then also take Zyrtec in the morning, the allergy
Oh
medicine.
my God! You and Connor, same regimen.
Yeah, I don't have
You
allergies
should.
typically.
I bet you've developed an allergy to your cats.
I don't think so. It wasn't the cats that were starting me off.
You
It
don't know that.
wasn't. I do because I lived with them for a long time.
Yeah. I lived with cats all my childhood until I was in my teens and then very allergic to cats.
But then it was like my sickness set me off though.
Yeah, you can that can happen.
It feels
Bodies
wrong.
are not normal places, my
Oh,
friend.
I know. Believe me, I get it. I understand. I have to teach about it. I'm teaching
Yes.
currently, well, I say currently, 2 weeks ago, as of when this is posted, I was teaching the sex ed unit to seventh graders. So,
Mm.
male female reproduction, or reproductive system. We don't talk about the reproductive stuff until high school, but
Yes.
we do talk about reproductive systems and the puberty,
Ah, yes.
the
A lot of
puberty,
them have
yes.
probably started puberty, though,
Yes,
right?
but I don't see them until seventh grade. So
Yes, I see. So
they
they're
do
right
a,
in the height of it.
oh yeah, they do a fifth grade mini lesson, but
Mm. Yes.
yeah,
Do you make them do puberty bingo?
I do not.
What
I
about
so
genital jeopardy?
I
I
do
had to do
not.
that.
Genital Jeopardy, I like that.
Genital jeopardy. I won. Fun fact.
Surprisingly,
Okay. What does that mean?
I was just meaning. I thought you. So in my brain, you were talking about doing this with your students, not as a player.
No, 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 no,
Um,
no. I did that in fifth grade. I did genital
yes,
jeopardy.
I understand now. I am here. I am with it. Um,
Yes. We learned all about the penis in
yes,
fifth
the
grade.
penis. You know what's weird? When kids
Yes.
want, like, in the middle of a conversation or just trying to be goofy, they have no problem saying the word penis. But as soon as it comes to teaching it and learning it in class, it's like taboo.
Very
We can't say
uncomfortable.
it. It's very
Yeah.
odd.
They get real comfortable calling people dicks a lot. And
Yes.
then as soon as you're like, the penis is a reproductive, they're like, ah, you can't
Yeah.
say that.
Yep.
Like you didn't just call your best friend some of the most heinous things on the planet.
Yep.
Yeah.
I consistently say, if you're gonna talk about that stuff, even if they're like talking to their friends, I
Mhm.
consistently say, like if they're calling their friend a dick, I usually go, if you're gonna say stuff like that in this classroom, you need to use the correct terminology,
Now, I
and
have
then
a
I
question
stare
for
at
you.
them.
Not related to you teaching children, but actually a question about your personal preference here. Nope, that's a weird way to say
Um,
this. So, God, it's me. Take me out.
sup,
Um,
God? How you doing?
Fun fact, we hosted a funeral for a dog yesterday in my classroom. It was a Minecraft dog,
Mm-hmm.
and
Very important.
no less than two kids went, my boy Murphy. That was the dog's name. It was very strange. It
Um,
was actually kind of cute. But my question to you, don't. We'll talk about that later. My question to you, Justin, was um how do I phrase this? When you're, I don't know how to phrase this in a way that's appropriate for the podcast. How do you feel about calling the male reproductive organ a dick?
I mean, just me, like not Mr. Davis, but Justin.
But Justin, yes.
Okay.
Sorry, Nana.
Yeah,
I'm
this is an
sorry.
odd conversation. It is what it
It's been a
is.
rough
Like it's
week.
pretty common for people to do that. It is what it is.
Hmm.
It's another word for it.
I have another question, and I don't want to subject Nana to it. So we held a dog funeral, guys. I'm sorry. I'm very unmedicated. I don't plan to continue being medicated tonight. So,
Mm.
um, I forgot to take him today. Nobody in my class reminded me. None of the children, because they were all unmedicated. Um, at least 4 of the 9 today were completely out of ADHD meds.
That's how it be.
I was number 5. Do you know what we had for a fun day, Justin? We had a dance party with 5 unmedicated, highly ADHD individuals listening to Just Dance at full volume with soda and candy.
Sounds like a high high and a low crash.
I haven't crashed yet.
No, you're gonna crash while you're watching anime, and then you're gonna text the group and say, "I'm actually gonna go to bed instead of coming to play with us."
Well, maybe if you waited to play with me until I was available.
Uh, Not our fault. We can't wait for you all the time.
Do you know how many games I have waited on so that you have been available to play it first thing with me? Because I savor the times when we
I
get to play
usually
games
do
together for the
too.
first time. Usually, I do
Yeah,
all the time.
that's bull, and you know it.
What game? What game? Name a game. Name a game, Justin, that I've played without you. That I've waited for you.
Pretty sure you played Repo without me before. Pretty sure you played what's that one called? Oh, you actively played the tavern one. Not the one that we started, but the other one without me before.
I invited you to Ale and Tail and you said no.
I did not. I said I can't tonight.
You said no.
I did not.
Well, you've got Been There, Won That. I was uninvited from that little fun one. And I've been uninvited from this one. I'm in a mood, guys. I'm really sorry. How are
She
you
really
all doing
is.
tonight?
She showed up and she was like, "You're fat," and I was like, "That's wrong," and it was a
I
whole
didn't
thing.
say you're fat. I said you couldn't lift. You said I was fat.
No, I did not.
What'd you say then, Justin?
I actively tried to not tell you, and you forced it out of me. You
I
waterboarded
didn't
me
force any.
into saying it.
I didn't waterboard anything. You had free will.
Your tone says otherwise. Anyways,
You
the
had
Super
free
Bowl
will.
happened a couple weekends ago, or last weekend.
Yes. I think the
Don't know who
Seahawks
won.
won.
I would guess that the Seahawks won. I'm gonna be honest. I'm a
What do you
Patriot
think the
fan, but
final score was? Because I have money on that currently.
I would say that it was a
I think. Can I say my random number
yeah.
and you can
Go
tell me
for
how
it.
far off? Cool, because I don't know sports. So I think that the Seahawks are going to score 37 points. I think the Patriots will get 22. Those are my numbers. Are those normal numbers for a football game?
37's a little odd. Um,
Too high or too low or just odd?
it's just odd because typically you go by sevens and then you have threes added to that if you make a field goal or whatever.
Yes. So
So
40. We'll say 40.
40's a little more respectable
Okay.
in terms of your
Okay.
number. In terms of height of your number,
Is it a
I
little lofty?
I think that's a little lofty. Um,
What is the Seahawks average?
I don't know what they average. I just know that they're a good team. I also know that
Question.
the Patriots' defense is very good. Yes, Jasmine, put
Question
your
in the
hand up.
back. What is a Seahawk?
Like a seagull, I'm pretty sure.
It's just a seagull,
Well, I
but they're
mean,
calling it a Seahawk.
I don't know. Is there an animal that's a Seahawk? I
I'm
don't.
asking you.
I am the sports
What
guy.
is
You are
a
the animal girl.
Oh, it's an actual bird. Oh, it's the common name for the osprey. Are you kidding me? The ospreys? That's such a better name than Seahawks.
Yeah, but Seattle Ospreys doesn't make sense. Seattle Seahawks does. It rolls
Okay,
better.
well, I guess. You know, we have yet to do the football logo thing where I try and figure out the logos because I gotta tell you, I did real bad at school when a couple kids wore shirts, and I was like, "Hey, I like your." I said Bills. One of my kids goes, "No, still don't know what it was. Wasn't Bills."
As it be. I
No, there
would.
was no B in the name apparently.
There might have been. You just didn't know the animal.
Doesn't
um.
help to know there was no animal in the logo.
Then it could be a mix of different teams.
Yeah, I
Um.
don't know what it was.
I would say I'm gonna go with 24-17 Seahawks.
24-17. A. Sorry. Start the numbers.
No.
17-38, I fear. Yeah.
Yeah, you were a little off. I think it's gonna be that the blah blah blah. I think it's gonna be those numbers.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah.
I hope I'm wrong. I hope the Patriots win. But
So normally I would. Unless it was the Eagles, because I like the Eagles color scheme better. Um, I like the tealy color they got going on. However, I think it would
they
be
have
real
green.
fun. Eagles, it's like a
Yeah.
tealy green. It's not green green. It's like sea green. There's a
Okay.
dog outside. It's not like the jersey
There's
behind you. That's green.
yeah. That's a like a shamrock green.
Who am I thinking? That's not Shamrock.
No, it's not. It's like yeah. It's deep green. You're thinking not Eagles.
Yes, I am. That is like a tealy
That is
green.
not a tealy green. That is a light green. I'll give you that, but it's not a tealy. It's like the green that goes around the Discord when it shows somebody's talking. It's just a
No, the
lot of it
fuck it's
concentrated.
not.
Yes, it is. That's not tealy green.
Yes, it is. I fear that we might also both be green colorblind at this point. Do you think that this is the same color as what goes around the Discord?
No, I was thinking of their other uniform. They have another
Ah,
uniform that's like a green. That I don't fully consider green. That's like a blue.
one might say teal.
Well, I was thinking of a different uniform.
You were thinking of what uniform, Justin?
They have a
That's their current uniform.
type in green Seahawks or green Eagles uniform.
Yeah, I see their throwback one. I'm dumb, Justin. Only go with today's out
They have
uniform.
they wear them all the time.
I don't watch them play.
That's not my fault. They wear them all the time. They have different weeks. They wear different uniforms almost every week. It's kind
Okay,
of stupid.
so
And you could send all the uniforms all over the world, but for some reason, they have about 1 million of different uniforms.
they like to be fashionistas, okay?
They do. And, like, get it, girl, but, like, damn. Slow down with all them uniforms.
Anyway, so I think it would be fun if the Seahawks win because Chris, shout out Chris, brought in Patriots jerseys to hang around my classroom. So the other day he brought one and hangs up right over our
Hey,
trash can. And then he brought in two more today, and the kids came in and they were like, "Where are these coming from? They've multiplied, and they're just around the room." And he was wearing one, and yep. One of my kids is a big Bills fan, and he is very upset that they're not in the Super Bowl. Um, and I said, "Were they good enough to be in the Super Bowl?" And he goes, "Well, no, but I'm gonna like
yes,
them
they
to be
were.
there."
I don't know if it's anybody who might watch this, but they were definitely good enough to be in the Super Bowl. They choked, and that's what it is.
Yeah, I don't know anything about anything. I watched a couple games when we were at our weekend away, but that was not by choice. I would have put Bluey on over football personally. But anyway,
That was
um,
what was keeping me sane, if I'm being honest. In those moments, my
I know.
my ADHD was ADHDing for
Not
most of that
thriving.
weekend.
Yeah. Yeah, that was loud, but it was fun. But yeah, no, so I think it'd be fun if Seahawks win because Chris is adamantly against them and I want to wear Seahawks stuff and say, ha ha.
So you a
I also
hater.
bought yeah, I also bought $24 worth of squares this year, so hopefully I win some of that back.
So real quick question here. Your
Yeah.
best friend's a Patriots fan and wants the Patriots to win, and
Oh, for the record,
you
I
going
want them
against
to
me.
win.
It sounds like you hate me. So you know,
Yeah, so does having a game night without me, but it is what it is.
it's not without you. We invited you. I never was invited to
Anyway,
go to the comedy,
nobody outside of the school was.
but you could have said I'm going, and you're welcome to, and invited me. I'm sure your group would have been fine with it.
Do you know
They
what's
like
crazy is
me.
someone tried to back out and I was like, "Oh, I'll text Justin." And then they didn't back out and I was like, "Well, never fucking mind
You
then."
need to leave. You've already said it, Susan. See you later.
It was actually very fun and I'd like to go with you at some time. And and as I was driving home, I thought,
I saw
"Man,
a butterfly.
today I saw a balloon." No, Jasmine, you can close the recording thing. Justin is recording. Justin is recording, right? I don't believe you. You're shock and awe.
Yeah, I am recording.
Your smirk is coming through a little too quickly. Um, but I remembered that hockey game that we went to, and I was like, man, I'd like to go see hockey again. I would like to go see adults throw their bodies into one another with sticks
I'll go
on
again.
blades. They
I
have a
like
teacher night coming up, I think.
probably. They have educational days too. I'm bringing my student council and first graders.
You don't teach first graders.
Good, good. I'm glad you've connected that. So we're
Hold on a
doing.
second. Are
So
you
my
also
student.
teaching them reproductive health?
No, not yet.
The
Uh,
state of Maine would be quite upset with you.
yeah, I might lose my job at that point. But anyways,
Here's the
my
thing: they need us so badly. No, you won't.
I
Eh,
just get a don't do it again.
man,
But
you guys get
anyways,
slaps on the wrist. That's crazy. Continue.
anyways, I so I like to take field trips to the different main semi-professional teams with my kids because
Hmm.
I personally love it. It's fun for me, and I get potential day off. And two, the kids love it. They
Yep.
actually really get excited about it, and they talk about it pretty
Yeah.
often. So I'm willing to put in the work to get that stuff. And this year, uh, Talok and I decided that we were going to offer the Mariners game to the student council with the caveat that we're going to do a buddy system with a younger grade level
Okay.
because it's a little more geared towards the younger kids. So the group that
Right.
we brought
Okay.
last year, they enjoyed it, but it was kind of like, oh, we're kind of the old people in the crowd. And
Yeah.
so we were like, how can we still get to do this without losing it? Um,
Right.
and so we thought about that, and I brought it up to student council. They voted, and they said they wanted to do it. So I was like, all right, cool, we'll do it.
Okay.
And
Well, yeah.
so they are all being buddied with a first grader, and we're taking them to a Mariners game.
Okay.
And so, yeah,
I love that.
it actually is a really good idea because they can also use that in the future if they wanted to, add it to their resume of things they've done in the past and skills that they
Yeah.
have. So, and it's not like we're letting them run. Like we have like 9 adults going for the 50, or for the what is it? For the 49 kids, we have 9 adults. So I
Is
think we're
that
pretty.
Tuesday, March 10th by any
It
chance?
is. It is actually Tuesday, March 10th.
Hmm.
Tickets are $10, and if you have a certain amount in your group, they give like every 10 kids is one ticket free for an adult.
Got 10 kids, baby.
So you could hypothetically
Just me and 10 kids at the rink. I think this is
that
a
would be
bad idea.
chaos.
Honestly, they wouldn't listen to me.
No, but I think that would
Ah,
actually. I feel like that. Well, no, because it does. It is very overstimulating at times. So like, if you have
it
anybody in your
is.
group that's like, I cannot, it would be
Could
rough.
they get up and leave though?
Yes and no. If I remember correctly, they have like sections where people can go and have like calm, like space. But like if
Hmm.
you're in the rink with all the seats and in the audience, you'd have to go through the audience, get out to the concourse, potentially walk all the way around, and then get there. So it could be a little rough.
I'll talk to my team about it. They'll probably
I'm
say
also
no.
we do have we've got three first graders that are um, sensitive to overstimulation in a couple different
Hmm.
ways. And so I've brought up the idea, obviously, of the headphones, and we're going to
Hmm.
try to get a spot that's a little bit farther away for some of them. Um, but I think it'll be okay. I think overall we're going to be
Yeah,
okay. It's just going to be an experience, we'll call it.
for sure. I
I
mean, as
also
long as you
do,
prep the older kids like ahead of time,
yeah,
should
and
be
that's
fine.
that's the plan. Is the so the it's the Not the week that we get back, not the one after that. It's right after that from February
Yeah.
break. So
Yep.
we still got plenty of time. But I think the second week back from break, I'm gonna pull everybody in and be like, okay, here's the deal. Like, here's how you should try to help deal with this, situation, and try to give them a rundown of
Yep.
what they can expect. Um, but overall, I think it'll be fine. Also,
Hmm.
I do a main Celtics trip, which the kids love, and that's for my coaching class, because what I try to set up is if I can get one of the main Celtics coaches to come and talk to my group as like a one-on-one, and I have the kids that are in the class write up questions and say, hey, they have to do a write up of this afterwards, but they do like a hey, how's it going, da, 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 and they have a little
Hmm.
meet and greet with the coach, which is awesome, because sometimes these coaches make it into the NBA. Like the last year's coach is now
Wow,
working with like the Chicago Bulls or something like that. Like,
that's
and
pretty cool.
it's very cool. Um,
And now those kids can be like, "Hey, I met that guy."
exactly. And so it's a lot of fun. It is a lot of work, especially because they happen
Hmm.
very similar times. Um, and then I do the Portland Sea Dogs does an education day, and
Yep.
I go to that one too. I bring the kids to
When
that
is
one
that
too.
one? That's in June, right?
That one's towards the end of the year. I think it's like May actually, May like
Mm.
5th or something like that. So
I wish they did them on Friday mornings. 'Cause that's our
yeah,
fun day.
that would be nice, but also
Yeah. I might actually see about doing the Sea Dogs because the Mariners is loud. At least with the Sea
very
Dogs, we're
loud.
outside.
Yes.
So, like, if one of my kids screams, it's like
Mm-hmm.
we're not on the ice. And also, it's better. I don't know.
I
I don't.
also for your demographic, I wonder if I don't know how it would go for you guys,
Mhm.
but like I know you guys do holds and stuff like that. I don't know that there's a specifically safe place for holds to happen in either venue. So that also would be something to think about as well.
Yeah,
Um,
that's why we keep the bus close
yeah, that's
or the
fair.
van.
Yeah, that's super fair. But I don't
But
know.
yeah.
It's a lot of fun. All the trips are fun. We also do. My school does a ski day, or it's a ski or ice fishing day where we take the whole school out of the building, or we try to get the whole school out of the building, and we go to one of the local mountains. We ski all
Hmm.
day, and then we come back. Or you can sign up for skiing, snowboarding, tubing, or you can sign up to go ice fishing at a different location.
Now, do you have to for the like skiing or snowboarding? Do you have to like prove that you've done it before, or do they just go have fun?
No, they just have fun. They do say that, like, we have, yeah, it's not great. I'll be honest. Like, the idea that there's a kid out there that goes to the top of the mountain and tries to ski down is scary. But we do, like, I'm
Yeah.
one of the teachers. I grew up in northern Maine, and you would think that I'm saying that because northern Maine people ski and there's a lot of snow up there. No, 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 no.
No.
I'm just a
No.
dummy that is okay to hop on something and hope for the best. Because the first year that we went, I was like, skiing looks kind of fun. And I wasn't student council yet. I wasn't like one of the head people for student council yet. And Tatluck
Hmm.
was, and she goes, "You want to try it?" Sure. What do I need? And so I threw boots on. I've only ever went skiing 3 times in my life. All of them have been during the school trips, and luckily I haven't hurt
Good.
myself.
Yeah. Um, I don't ski
I think
anymore.
it's I think I'm okay at it, but I think it's because I have a low center of gravity and I'm very like I'm dexterous. I can bounce back from a lot.
I think one, I'm too sensitive. If I fall down, I'm done. Like I'm not. This is no longer fun. Um, but
That's the
two,
funnest part to me.
so okay, if I wasn't already like excruciating pain from the boots, I would have a lot more fun. But
Mm-hmm.
on top of me complaining because the boots,
The
I
boots
have big
suck.
calves.
Yeah.
The boots don't fit around my calves, and they won't put me in men's boots because my feet aren't big enough for the men's boots. And even if I wear like the right socks or whatever, like it just anyway, so they put me in women's boots. This is obviously the first couple times. It's probably better now, but first couple times I went, I got put in boots that don't fit me. Um, they were way too tight on my feet. They were way too tight on my calves. So every time like you lean, my calf was digging into it.
Yeah.
I had never been before, so I didn't know what to wear. I don't own snow pants. I'm in jeans, like skinny jeans.
Yeah.
Um, this was not a fun trip. And then somewhere out there, there is GoPro footage of me tumbling down a mountain at a high rate of speed, feet up in the air, flailing about. I hope it's been destroyed. My husband just sneezed. I don't know if y'all could hear that in the background.
Not
That's
really.
cool. I could through my headphones, but yeah, there's. I can hear him blowing his nose behind me now. Um, but yeah, there's footage that Colton took, and he tried so hard to help me down the mountain, and I hate it. I don't. I also hate being cold, but I
But you would
just
go you would
don't.
mess up the skiing hill. Or sorry, the tubing hill.
Tubing?
Yeah,
Oh,
there's
I
a
fuck
tubing
up a
element.
tubing hill.
I have a
I
kid.
fuck up a tubing hill.
I have a kid. I'm not gonna say his name, obviously, but he went
First
tubing
name, last
last
name,
year.
and social.
Yeah, and mother's maiden. But he went
Mm.
tubing last year, and he's one of my advisees. Like I have a really good relationship with this kid. When he gets amped
Yep.
up, he gets amped up, and I have to like be there to kind of help him down. But he goes tubing last year, and he was walking by Tatlock and somebody else that was standing near her, and Tatlock goes, "Hey, how you doing? How are you having are you having fun?" And he's walking by, and he goes, "I am messing this hill up." And Tatlock goes, "What do you mean by that? What's that like? Are you okay?" Because I didn't tell you this. He has autism, and so like
Oh,
he takes a lot of like the things that he hears on the internet and tries to put it into like the world.
I love him. I
Yeah, he
love
is
him.
fantastic. I love him too. But he said that, and Talik's like, "Is everything okay? Are you like, do we need to deal with it?" And he goes, "No, I'm having fun. Why are you free? Like, it's okay." Like, he was
He's like, get
very,
with the program,
yeah,
Tatlock.
it was so funny. And Talik just lost it. And then this year, when I brought out the paperwork to sign up for stuff, I said the skiing slash ice fishing trip. So I didn't specifically say tubing, and
Yes.
I put the paper in front of him, and he goes, "I'm not going." And I was like, "Whoa, oh my goodness, why?" I was like, "Hey, bud, what's like?
I'm
Why am I
not
getting?"
going.
I was
Why
like,
did you
"Why am
focus
I?"
on my hand?
I was like, "Why am I getting attitude right now? I didn't think I did anything. Did I do something to upset you?" And he goes, "No, I'm just not going. I don't want to ski or fish." And I was like, "Oh, well, there's tubing too." And he goes, "Tubing, you say?" And like in that like what you would get on the internet. And I go, "Uh-huh, tubing. You remember you had a lot of fun with that." And he goes, "Yeah, I messed up that mountain." I was like, "Yeah, you did, bud. You did
Tubing, you say?
it."
Yeah, you
He's
did,
a
bud. Yeah, no, I
Oh
fuck up a
man.
tubing hill. However, we went tubing for New Year's Eve. and
Mm.
I have packed on a couple pounds since we went tubing last time. It was real icy because it had done nothing but rain
Mm-hmm.
right prior to. So I hit the hill and I didn't stop hitting the hill and I did the spins and I was having a blast. And, not standing. I'll tell you that much. I
Hmm.
wasn't
Why
standing.
weren't you standing, Jasmine? Why wouldn't you do
I
that?
wasn't. I don't want to talk about it. So anyway,
Mm.
I kept
I
going,
do.
and
Jasmine got concussed from
I flew. No,
standing.
stop. Hold on. Let me finish what I'm saying. And I flew like so. I don't know how many of y'all been on Tubing Hill, but you go down and then you kind of go back up a little bit so that you don't like fly off into the distance. Yet I flew. I say I flew into the balloon thing. My husband, however, flew almost under the balloon thing, which takes you down the other side of the ravine. Also, by the way, why
Extra
would you build a
tubing.
tubing hill on a ravine?
Yeah, it doesn't
Don't
seem
do
like.
that.
Well, I mean, to be fair, I would assume that they didn't plan for people to go past that line, and it was icy, so like
Well, then they
people
should
will.
build a stronger balloon.
Well, the ones that I've always seen were like the orange mesh fence. That's what I usually see.
These were balloons, not like happy birthday balloons. They were like giant pads about like this.
Yeah,
I mean, they were obviously gigantic. They were probably, I don't know, 10 feet tall. They were huge, like
yeah.
balloon things, but they were blown up and they just went across the edges and they didn't go to the sides, just around the back. There was orange netting down the hill. But yeah, no. When I was in college, we went tubing, and by we I mean me alone, because none of my friends went with me. And it was
I
one of
didn't
those
even know it
like
was a thing.
excursion things. I believe you were working that night too, so I was like,
Probably.
eh. But I was living alone in a dorm, and I was very lonely, you see, because my roommate went insane and moved out. And I went on an excursion to make myself feel better, and I went tubing at not Cranmore, something like that though. I went tubing in a mountain.
Hmm.
And I saw one of the people leading the trip stand in their tube on the hill that goes like, soft, whatever. So I, being on the hill that goes down and out, was like, heard, got it, locked in. I too am a cool child. What ha happened, there we go.
Ha
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 ha!
ha ha.
Bah ha ha ha! Blast!
So what had happened was I stood in the tube and he was like, don't do this if you've never done it. And I was like, it's standing in the tube. I think I've got this on lock. You see, I too have bad center of gravity. So I stood with my feet sturdy wise. I wasn't going nowhere. And I held the tube rope and I inched forwards until I was at the edge and I went down. And boy, howdy, did I get turned around. I did go backwards down the hill at a high degree. I did try to sit down. And I don't know if you know, Justin, but when you're standing going really fast and then you try to sit, it changes your center of gravity.
Hmm.
Say it for the folks at home. My ass too fat and I fell. It's not. I just changed my center of gravity and I tripped and I landed straight on the back of my skull on a big old patch of ice. And then
Yeah.
nobody checked me over for a concussion. And I just sort of like got up and I was like, woo, I feel not great. And then I went down a few more times. Don't really remember what happened the rest of the trip, except that I got on the van and I was sitting next to the world's most annoying girl and I went to sleep the whole way home. I was so nauseous and I was like, nap time. I got back and I went somewhere and oh, I told Justin I got my head hit and he was like, don't do that. And then we were down dodgeball players, and I was like, I gotta play. It's the dodgeball championships or whatever it was. I don't know what
It
it was.
wasn't. We weren't that good.
I think it was a, I
It
think it
was
was a
just a regular
game.
game, I'm pretty sure.
All these years, I've convinced myself that I had to be there. I probably
Had to be.
didn't.
You didn't. You did not have to be there.
No, I
And
didn't tell Justin I had a.
had I freaking known that you
So
bashed your head hard, you
as
told me
we're
that you hit your head, not that you
yeah, and
fell on the back of your neck.
no, for sure, because it wasn't my neck; it was my skull. It's
Yes, because
fine.
that makes
So
it
as we're
better.
leaving the FRC, Justin gave me a ride back to Purington because I was like, "Hey, man, it's cold. My head hurts." And then I did inform him of the fall, and I got the little mini concussion test with the flashlight in the car, and he's like, "Can you look at my finger and just follow it, please?" And then I went upstairs. So I walked up my full 3 flights of stairs to the 3rd floor, got real nauseous. I told you I puked that night, right?
Yeah. I think that was
Yeah.
when I decided that you were going to the hospital.
That was when I woke up and it was like, "Hey, buddy, I'm real not feeling good. I super need to go to the ER."
I think
And then
that's
the
when you
ER was
told me
like,
you told me it
"She's
when it
yeah,
was. Yeah.
yeah." I puked profusely, and I don't remember the rest of my concussions that I've had before that, but I've had a few, and self-inflicted or otherwise. And yeah, I don't stand up in tubes anymore. My happy ass sits right where it belongs.
I'm glad that you learned your lesson because I don't want to have to take you to more hospitals, especially if we're in the Farmington area.
Oh my god, I'd rather die.
I'll
You
drive
did
to
better
Auburn
care.
before.
You did so much better care on my foot, on my head. What other times did I go? I feel like I went for something else too. I went for something else. You weren't there for
I
that one,
wasn't.
but I went
Yeah,
for
I
something
wasn't for
else.
that one.
But afterwards took much better care of me than the Farmington Hospital that was like, "You're ill? My god, all right, come back."
These college kids.
They also, by the way, nobody there in the waiting room. It wasn't busy ever
No.
because nobody wants to go die there. And the wait was like an hour minimum. It didn't matter what you were doing. It didn't matter. You could Rosemary went in, thought she was going blind with her contacts fused to her eyeballs.
Mm.
And they were like, "Wait in the lobby." I went in for my foot, actively bleeding, a nice little puddle growing in this wheelchair. Wouldn't let me go back. I waited
Yeah,
for a
because we
hot
weren't
minute
allowed
there.
in. We weren't allowed in for that one.
Oh yeah, that was COVID. Yeah, fucking
Darcy and I
COVID.
waited with you for the concussion.
The concussion where I kept trying to go on my phone, and you were both like,
I think we ended up taking your phone.
After I called my mom, yes, my mom who was like, "What do you mean you're concussed?
What's the
What does that
definition of a
mean?
concussion?
What do you mean by concussed?" Well, according to the Farmington Hospital, I wasn't concussed.
You were
I was contused,
contused.
which, by the way, is worse. That's worse, Justin. Fun fact, I learned that recently from my new doctor, who, when I said, "Well, it was a concussion, they called it a contusion," she was like, "You've been contused?" And I said, "Well, I don't know.
I don't
I
fully
don't think
believe it,
so.
but maybe.
I don't fully believe it," but she looked at my records. It says I had a small contusion on the back of my whatever they said, part of my skull. It's
It's the
right here.
base of
There's
your
like a
skull. Yeah.
yeah, there's like a consistently hard part there that wasn't there prior.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Um, so we'd be remiss
Yeah.
to talk about this episode before the end of it without Mother of Pearl. Ow, I stubbed my toe. Without talking about
I was like, without talking about Mother of Pearl, that's a weird subject to talk about, but I
without talking
oh
about
my god.
Valentine's Day. That hurt. I was swinging my
Happy
foot
Valentine's.
and I caught the end, like the edge of my PC with the pinky toe.
Oh, that's in prayers. My boy Marshall.
I thought you said it was
Murphy,
Murphy.
gone, Murphy.
I'm telling your kids.
There's a grave, Justin, outside of my home because
Huh?
Murphy drowned in my house. In not in real life. Sorry.
Huh?
In Minecraft. So I'm building an underwater cave house. It's like cute and fun and fabulous, right? My child built a house directly above on the mountain, and Murphy walked out and walked off the cliff into my home. And then he drowned. And I was like, "Oh, wait, is that your dog?" "Oh, no." And she
Not
comes
anymore.
running over and throws herself on me. She goes, "Miss Market, my dog." And I was like, "I got bad news, Chief." We all saw it on the big screen because my computer is sharing screen to the TV.
Yeah.
Everyone saw Murphy kill himself. Um, which just begs the question, how bad of an owner was she? You know?
Are we really gonna pin this on your child of a student that was playing Minecraft?
She left the door open, okay?
So we're
Anyway,
pinning
she
this on
also
your
killed
child.
three
Got it.
parrots. To be fair, she also killed 3 parrots. I fear maybe pets are not for her.
Okay, yeah, you're right. You're right. So
Yeah,
Valentine's
Justin,
Day.
maybe I know. Yeah, anyway. Valentine's.
Um, what's the plan, Stan?
I'm driving to North Carolina all of Valentine's.
Oh yeah, you're leaving me.
Yeah,
I don't think we.
I
Well, we
am.
have our typical plan of we do pizza and a movie,
You guys
but we
are
make
disgustingly cute.
we make pizza together, and then we
In a
watch
heart
a movie.
shape.
Sometimes in a
Like
heart
people in
shape.
love.
Right, okay, so you and Connor don't love each other, or like
We don't make heart shaped pizza. We
maybe we're
drive to
just
North Carolina.
yeah, and spend a week there.
Yeah, well, I love you.
But yeah, we make a
Maybe you're
pizza,
just
and
better than us. Whatever.
well, I don't know about that. Everybody has their strengths and weaknesses. Jasmine,
You really want to get into strengths and
don't
weaknesses
you
again there,
dare,
leg boy?
don't you dare. I never said
I
I
just
was good
fully
at
spit out my
legs.
water.
I don't know why you're attacking me for thinking that I said I was good
I'm
at
not
legs.
attacking you.
I
It's
said
just fun to rile you
this
up.
chick, this girl, this person. I
This
sent
chick is
so
crazy.
we have a group chat of a couple people who work out consistently,
I'm pulling it up
and
right now.
I send my daily workout
Yeah.
plan, what I do, and it tracks the whole thing, and I send a little
Hmm.
picture of it all. And like I sent it, and I was feeling good. I had a good workout in. Jasmine goes, "Wow, he did really good on the bench
No,
press."
no. I said, "Holy shit, are you benching 110 pounds?"
Yes,
That was
that.
what I said it as while I was voice texting.
Yeah, and then she made a comment
Much
about
drunk.
how I didn't lift that much in my legs, and I was like, "Oh, that's kind of rude." And then she said something else that really just hit my nerve, and I was like, "Ah, that's messed up. I thought we were here to support each
I
other."
don't even. Oh,
And so
to be
she,
fair, I didn't say it in the group chat. I
you
saved it
didn't,
for just you.
you did, yeah, yeah. Doesn't help the
Yeah.
case. I'm gonna be real with you. So now apparently I actively tried to
I
work out my
said,
legs, and I'm just never
I
gonna work
said,
out my legs again. Become super
I said
weak.
the leg press. I
Jasmine will
said,
always be the higher level leg.
well, apparently it's because I'm carrying too much weight, Justin, and I have to get used to that. And that's why I'm
Whoa,
good at lifting leg press.
that's wild. I That's an
You
odd
did hit a nerve, by the
that's
way.
an
It's really
odd
triggering in me. Um,
that's an odd thing to come to a conclusion over, Jasmine.
ah, weird. That's crazy.
I want you
How
to
many minutes
understand.
are
I
we at,
want
by the way?
everybody here to understand. I did not want to say it. Jasmine forced me to say it.
He said, side note, this is my nice response. Had you not
Because
said anything, I was
because
already.
I wanted you to understand I was upset. That was my nice way of saying I'm upset.
So why didn't you just say, hey, this upset me?
Because
What's
that's
that
not
thing you
how
always tell
we
me? Oh,
talk.
communication.
Really.
Yes.
Anyways, go get merch and look me up. Don't worry about Jasmine. Look me up. Um,
Esminsta 1721.
uh,
You don't have to look me
yeah.
up, it's fine.
She's actually been more active, I guess. Go find her because you'll probably find me
No, it's
connecting at some
fine.
point.
No,
No,
fine.
no.
It's fine.
Go find her. Go if you don't go find her, you're being mean. I don't make the
We don't
rules, I
have to
just follow
insult
them.
them.
I'm not insulting them. I'm telling them what they would be if they choose not to go find her. Consequence to their action.
Fair enough. Go find Justin.
Anyways,
TSK 1239. Or the Soccer King 1239.
yeah, go ahead. That's fine. Merch, thesoccerking1239.com. Go to the merch tab, find your way through. You can figure it out. You guys are mostly adults and should be able to handle yourselves. And if you're not an adult, you probably don't have a card to put into the website to buy your own merch. So, isto facto.
I got a card at 16. Ipso facto? Where is ipso facto coming from? Not ipso facto.
Too late. Already did. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.
No, wait, no, stop,
Uh,
no peace.
no, no,
No peace until
no
we
peace.
say apologies.
Never have peace.
Until we say, Justin, I am sorry. I feel like I touched a nerve, and I just wanted to apologize to you. And I just hope that our friendship can continue.
I want you to know she wouldn't be saying this if we weren't on camera.
No, absolutely not. I'm trying to hold myself accountable, is what I mean. My bad.
Yes,
That slipped out.
I too
Who said that?
apologize. God.
Who said that? God.
I too
Anyway,
apologize. And
yes.
if your kids are
We
watching,
really do love each
this
other, I
is how
think.
a good friendship goes. Nothing else. Always
This
be
is
kind.
not abusive.
Yeah, no, definitely not. Always be
Toxic
kind.
in any way, shape, or form.
Charity.
Yes. Donate stuff.
Donate stuff.
Give your blood
Anyways,
away.
Yes, absolutely. Give your blood away and don't eat before. It's a good way to
Nope.
have a nice long nap.
That's how you get extra apple juice, I've heard.
Aha! Many an apple juice and many a pretzel. All right. We'll see you in the next one. Peace out.